you hear me right now? Hello, is it audible? Hello, is it audible? Hello? Okay, so as it is audible, we will be starting our session right now. Now everyone can see the screen? Okay, let's start. Normally, when we log into fedina.org, so we get the screen, the username and password. This username and password is normally given to us via email ID. To our email ID, we type the credentials here, and this view that you are able to see is for those clients who don't have the multi-school feature. So the schools who do not have the multi-school feature can have this dashboard on logging into the accounts.fedina with their credentials. As we can see, there are a number of settings that we can do with this. The first and foremost thing that we can do with this is we can create a user profile. We can create or edit a user profile. Here the user profile that comes up. Excuse me. Here the user profile that comes up. Then we have the profile. Then profile. Here we can change the username and email if required. Sorry, the username cannot be changed. As we can see that there's a bar over it, and while the other things, the email, the contact number, the full name and description can be changed and saved as and when required. We have the option to change the password even. Normally when we log into to an account, we take it as an security measure to change the password at first. Okay. Now let us move on to the company settings. On going to the company settings, we see a lot of things here. The profile information of the particular client, as test is the name of the client that we are using, the name of the client, the organization, the contact number, and the other things are being listed here. Please note that the profile and the plugins the plugins that we have is the total number of plugins that are assigned to the client, and from this number of plugins we can select which all plugins are to be given to a school while creation of a new school. These are the email settings that are to be done. This email setting that we say here are these fields that are being pointed up here are to be filled, and the information regarding the same should be provided by the SMTP provider that we are using. This SMTP provider will give us the email. Moreover, when we are using the SMS settings, these settings can be done. As we can see that the SMS settings can be changed up here, and the SMS settings that we see here are to be changed by are to be set by the SMS API provider. The same SMS API provider has to give all the parameter settings and the additional parameters along with the SMS settings. On using this SMS settings, we can send SMS to uh, to the students in the school. We'll tell you more about the SMS settings and the inheriting the email settings and SMS settings later on. Next, we will be moving on to the white label thing. Let me tell you what white label is all about. White label is the settings that are being done. White label settings are that are being done by the company name and the company URL. The company name that we put as a footer here, when as we have said that the Fedina ABC is the company name and the company URL. We can see the company name and company URL with this. The company name that we have put is Fedina ABC and the company URL is fedina.org. Having these settings, the white label that the footers can be changed. Then we have something called the local settings. The local settings are same as the normally language and time zone preferred for the client. And next we have the plugin settings. The plugin settings is the Google Oath thing that comes with this is a plugin called Google Oath, and we use it to sync our data with the Google account. More information about the Google Oath can be found on our support portal. Next, we will know about the creation of a new school. To create a new school, just click onto the new school link here, type the name of the school. Let me say is as St. Mary's High School. Then the required subdomain is mhs.fedina. Here we come across a thing called inherit SMS setting or inherit email settings. When this thing is clicked out, normally the SMS settings that are of the company, that is test that we are using, will be used by this school mhs.fedina.org. And if similarly, if you use inherit email settings, the settings of the client test would be used by the school mhs.fedina.org. Now we can assign the plugins required. Let me assign all the plugins to the school, and I can hit the save button. Once the save button is hit, we get a flash called the school is successfully created, and then we can make the other settings for that. Normally we get mhs.fedina.org, but we can also add a new domain for that. These are the lot of plugins that we have. We can even change the number of plugins assigned to the school under this and hit the save button. Let us say that we are in no need of this plugin called OAuth. You will be hitting it and hit the save button. Now in this case, the SMS settings that we have said that if the school is meant to use its own SMS setting, then the profile of the school must have this unticked. This must not be used if the school is meant to have its own email settings or SMS settings. Okay. These are the details about the school that we can get. As we can see that on the dashboard of the client, we have 1, 2, 3 and St. Mary's High School, the one that we have created. To verify that the domain that we have created, we can go to this, get a new tab, and this would open the Farina ABC school with the default login credentials: admin and admin 123. There we are. Moreover, as we have said that we would be learning about the white label settings in the later part. Now we come to the white label thing. The white label thing that we have said is the white label thing that we have said is as that we have named the company as Farina ABC and the company URL is farina.org. So what effect it would be doing on the subsequent school is the school will be getting this, the company name, and on clicking onto this we will be getting the company name. As the farina.org is not a registered thing, we are not able to click it, but let us say that we have something called let us say the company URL would be www.google.com and save it, and on clicking onto this we can open the page. Okay, the corresponding page can be opened up. Now this was all about clients with the without the multi-school facility. So now we will moving on to see what all the multi-school group what all these clients with multi-school creating ability can do. So here do I have a client, but I'll be logging out of it and logging it again. Here I have logged in. So this is the what a client with multi-school creation ability would be able to see. This would be his dashboard, seeing all the total multi-school groups here and all the schools that can be created here, and the schools, all schools under his can be seen from this dashboard of his. Okay. Now, moreover, the daily statistics of how many multi-schools were created today, how many expiring schools, how many schools can be seen from here too. Okay, so let us create a multi-school group. If we need to create a multi-school group, we need to click on the multi-school button. You need to fill on the details here. Put a bit of description. Give the number of licenses 3 and give all the facilities of white label that we have already explained, inherit email settings and SMS settings. Even here, when we click on the inherit email settings or inherit SMS settings, the settings that are associated with the company Saint in the case would be going all to the subsequent multi-school groups. These settings of the multi-school group that we can see can be used by the schools under it, and here we can hit the save button and give all the plugins or select the plugins that we use, and here is the multi-school group created. To check that the multi-school group has been created or not, we would be logging out of this and so as we can see that this the group that we have created as multi-school has been created and the credentials that we have given there and the admin users can be seen there here. So we can this multi-school group can create a new school. Let us say it's school A, given all the plugins and hit the save button. So the school under multi-school group is created. Similar settings can be found for the domain, the plugins, email, and SMS settings even. The company settings and the user profile settings for the thing is same as the client itself. Yes, since we have completed the session, now we can deal on with the question and answer session again. We will be starting. We will be dealing with each of these listeners one by one.
Hello?
Hello, Chetan. Yeah,
Hello?
we can. Yeah, yeah, Chetan, we can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Can we restrict a school for creating number of students in using this one?
No, the number of students cannot be
Number
restricted.
of students, yeah.
No, no, we cannot
Okay.
restrict the number of students here.
Okay.
Any more
Right. That
questions?
was the only question. No,
Okay.
that was the only question.
So, do you have any more questions regarding multi-school and all those, sir?
Multi-school, it is just regarding pricing, nothing else.
Okay, so have a good day, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Questions. Questions. Hello, Vivek, can you hear me? Hello, Vivek, can you hear me? Hello, Vivek, can you hear me? Yeah, but we are not able to hear you, Vivek. Yes, Prita, we would be mailing you the yes, Prita, we would be mailing you the videos of today's